here doing these readings again for you this week. We are doing a reading right now for the full moon in Aquarius, which will happen on July 23rd. If you're new to readings and how this goes, please feel free to just sit back, relax, and enjoy how everything unfolds. I always tell people when you're listening to a reading, really make sure that you're tuned in and aware of your own responses to what is coming through. You can ask your guides, goddesses, gods, any energies that you work with outside of yourself, your higher self. You can ask all of these energies to be here with you as you listen to the readings, and you're going to get thoughts or images or something might occur to you as the reading moves through and unfolds. And I encourage you to have a journal with you. Write down whatever it is that's coming through. You can write down the cards. You can draw the cards if that's something that you want to do. That's something that I like to do when I'm listening to a reading. But this is really my way of bringing to you my own tools to help to connect with energy and information that I know deep within my heart, but I have trouble accessing. So this is my way of helping you to access the information you know within your heart, but you might have trouble accessing at this time. And you can always call in any beings of light and love that support you, any beings of unconditional love. You can just ask. Any beings that love me unconditionally can come in, or if you have an ancestor that you love and want to work with, call them in. Or if you have a god or a goddess or a fairy or a mythical creature, whatever it is for you, your higher self, like I said, you can call these energies in to be here to support you as you are getting messages for you. So let's talk a little bit about how this works. You want to know your sun sign. If you don't know your sun sign, go to cafeastrology.com/NATAL That'll get you to the chart information. Or you can just go to cafeastrology.com and click through the links to take you to the free birth chart. Enter in your birth information and you'll get your sun sign. If you really want to dive deeper into these readings and get more information for yourself, you can look at what your moon sign is and your ascending or your rising sign. That'll give you more information than just your one sign. You can also watch for signs in your life. So if you have a relationship with somebody who's a different sign than you, you can watch to see what their message is for their sign, because I'm intending that this message be for anyone who watches this and anyone who it can support. So if you need a message for somebody else in your life, you can get that as well. Feel free to share this with anyone who you think might support, and I really appreciate you diving in. I hope I'm able to support you. That is always my intention, that this be aligned with your highest good and whatever it is that you need to hear right now. So after getting all of that introduction out of the way, let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be asking of the cards for this full moon in Aquarius. So we are in the age of Aquarius. This is an energy, the sign of service, and the sign of service to humanity. And it's really a revolutionary sign that we are now just in the beginning stages as a human species, humanity, in understanding, in actualizing, in playing with and seeing what that means for us, really, truly means for us as a human collective. So this is a really powerful time and a powerful moon cycle, because full moons really amplify the energy of whatever sign that they're in. Now here's something special that's happening. We're having a blue moon next month, which is when the moon signs or the moon phase occurs in the same sign twice in a row. So next month, August, on the August 22nd, we're going to be having another full moon in Aquarius. That's what makes it the blue moon. You know that phrase, once in a blue moon? This is what it's referring to. It's a rare thing that can happen. So not only is the moon going to be full in Aquarius this week, it's also going to be full in Aquarius next month. This is a powerful time for us to check in and see if we're aligned with the energy of the age. So what we're going to be asking is, what service are we here to provide for humanity? We're going to be asking the Angel Therapy deck to give us information. We're going to be clarifying that with the Modern Mystic Tarot by Crystal Dawn Doty. And we're also going to be asking what's blocking us from really being in our full expression of whatever it is that we came here to express for the sake of humanity. It's a beautiful time to tap into this energy. I'm really excited. Let's get started with the reading. So I'm going to call in the elements. You can take this time to do whatever you like to do to set the space for yourself. I love ceremony. I love getting in touch with the elements. I love making it sacred. So make it as sacred as you want to, or just sit there and watch me do it. It's working for you just the same. I just like to get involved. So we're going to bring in the element of fire. We're going to thank fire for its transformative flame, its light, its passion. And we're going to thank the astrological fire signs, the Aries, the Leos, and the Sagittarians, as we call in this energy and we honor the direction of the south. I now call in the element of air. May we receive clarity, and may we be able to clearly communicate with ourselves and others the wisdom that we receive during this reading. May it help us to clear the way in our lives as we move forward and start to spread our wings. We honor the astrological signs of air, which are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We bring in the element of, we honor the direction of the east, the direction of air. We now move to call in the element of earth, thanking it for its materialistic presence in our physical lives. I sage myself and I sage for you as well, clearing you of any energies that are not yours, that are not serving you, that no longer need to be in your field. You can release them. With this grounding earth energy, we just feel ourselves grounded into this reading, ready to hear what it is that we came here to offer humanity and really exploring what that means for us. And getting a little bit more clarity on what we might be blocking, on what might be in our way of actualizing that service that we came here to provide. So we thank the earth astrological signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and we honor the direction of the north. Last but not least, we call in the water element, the emotional aspect of our beings. With this vibration, I activate the flow and the fluidity of water, the ripple effect of the fluid that's all around us, all inside of us. We give thanks for the water element as a storm comes in and brings rain. We bring in and honor the astrological signs of water, the Cancers. Happy birthday to the Cancers, still Cancer season. And our beautiful Scorpios. And last but not least, the Pisces. So let's get started. We're going to start reading for the final 4 signs of the zodiac. So I break these readings down into 3 different sections. So it's 3 sections of 4. And we're going to start with a section that includes the moon phase that we're in. So we're going to start with a section of Aquarius, which is in the final 4. So the final 4 signs of the zodiac are Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. These are the last 4 expressions of the 4 the last expressions of the 4 elements that we have. It's like the final expression of air. It's like the exhale. It's like for Aquarius, it's like the exhale, right? The release. What is it that we came here to do? What breath did we come here to give the world? That's the question that we're asking. That's the energy that we're tapping into. And all of the signs that we're going to read for right now, the Sagittarians, Capricorns, the Aquarians, and the Pisces, you guys are the last expression of your element. So let's find out what you came here to offer. Final 4 signs of the zodiac. So here's the message for you. You can always look at the card and the drawing to get further messages for you. You're here to work with the sacral energies of humanity and the planet. And we'll talk more about what that means in just a moment. So the card actually says, you are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. So this is your card, and we're going to get more clarity for each sign, but generally what this is talking about is it's talking about a block in the sacral center, and it's actually speaking to, as far as something that you're here to bring. You're here to bring the sensitivity. It's okay that you're sensitive to things that are toxic. That helps you navigate your world. And you're here to help humanity be aware of the toxicity that that sometimes we are ingesting, right? It's, as a human collective, there's a lot of toxicity going on in our lives. A lot. So you came here to help transmute the toxic addictions that we have, and to remember that you yourself are highly sensitive, and to be very aware of what you're ingesting, whether it be food or whether it be air or water or energy or people's energy or media or entertainment or anything you ingest. You're ingesting everything that's around you in your field. Holy moly. So be careful what you ingest. We're going to move on to getting specific for each sign and finding out the block. So let's get specific for Sag and find Sag's block to it. Oh my God, that scared me. This is Sag's specific card. Let's flip that first so I remember which one it is. And then we'll get to the block. No! Well, Sag, we're just going to talk about you first then. Fine. Sag, you got the 9 of Earth. And the 9 of Earth is about being resourceful, independent, finding joy in the simple things, and self-reliance. So sacral energy is all about creative energy. It's all about expression. So this is really about you being resourceful in your expression, and it's about you being self-reliant in the way that you are bringing the sacral energy to be cleared. So if you're not familiar with the sacral again it's a chakra center that is 2 inches below your belly button and has to deal with the sexual organs, the sexual energy. That's why it's the creative center. It's actually a spinning vortex of energy that goes straight into your being and then permeates out in a vortex from your back and from your front. And it can be blocked by shame. So you're really here to clear shame. That's the simplification of it. And you're here to do that through being resourceful and self-reliant. Okay, here's your block. Four of water. So Sagittarius, you are blocked by doubt, self-doubt, and taking things personally, introspection, and not seeing an opportunity. So you're doubting your ability to help humanity, to serve humanity, and you're doubting whether or not you're going to be supported as you move further into your purpose and into what it is that you came here to do. As you start releasing shame, you start to get more worried about not fitting in and about, let's see what other words here. You're taking things personally, right? And that's maybe where the shame is coming from, and maybe what's disrupting you being able to offer it, this healing to the world, is that you're not able to offer it to yourself because you're doubting your abilities. It might be really hard for you to hear me, and if it is, I very much apologize, but this is just how it is happening right now, and I'll just ask the universe to let us keep going and not disrupt too much. So Sagittarian, those are your messages. Those 2 cards came out right there for my beautiful Capricorn. So let's see. The clarifying card is High Priestess. This is awesome. So, to be clear, Capricorn, you're a powerful being. You're a very intuitive being. And the High Priestess is very, very good at being silent and being sensitive to the subtle nuances in the world around. So that's just your clarifying energy of the sacral chakra. You have priestess energy. You have big, beautiful healing energy. And please start sharing that with the world. Okay? Here's your block to it. 5 of water. So you can see she's sitting. She's not seeing where she is. Her head is in her hands. And she can't see the beautiful paradise around her because she's in disappointment energy. Things didn't work out, confusion and regrets. So you're a little bit blocked to this beautiful sacral clearing energy because something didn't work out. And it really broke your heart, really disappointed you. It made you feel hopeless and feel unenergized in your life, and really made you forget that you are the high priestess. I was prepared that time, I saw the lightning. Made you forget that you are the high priestess, and you came here to really work with the sacral energy, work with creative expression, work with sexual healing. And perhaps even this 5 of water card is referring to someone who had there was a sexual encounter that really caused you to be disappointed in life and give up, and to just put your head in your hands and not want to look up and look out at the world around you. And if that's whatever Capricorn needed that message, you still are a high priestess. You still came here to alchemize and to really allow yourself to offer to the world your beautiful perspective and your sensitivities, and to clear and heal your own wounding so that you can clear and heal the wounding of humanity, because how much of humanity has been sexually abused, sexually assaulted? The sexual trauma in our culture is incredibly deep and incredibly painful, and there's so much suffering. And as each one of us learns to heal and bring that healing to others, we can heal everyone on the planet. So that's a big role for you, Capricorn, but I know you can do it. All right, we're going to move on to Aquarius. That is your clarifying card, Aquarius, and let's find your block. All riled up because of the storm. Okay. Show me Aquarius' block. Right here. Okay. Aquarius. Here is the clarifying card to the sacral center. So you're here more in the celebratory nature of the sacral energies. And it's all about friendship, community, celebration, and the need to have more fun. So you came here to bring that, right? That's very much sacral energy, the need to have more fun, and the need to bring a sense of celebration and community to the world, especially when it comes to the sacral expression, the sexual expression. Y'all, I really apologize if that's too loud. I'm going to watch this video and probably be like, well, no one can hear me. Your block, Aquarius, the 2 of Earth. Budgeting, making good financial decisions, multitasking. So it seems like, Aquarius, that you're really just blocked by the financial aspect of how to offer your fun. Right? It's almost like there's too much emphasis on fun and creative expression and not enough emphasis on how to manage the physical aspect of it. So just get down to this, especially coming up on Friday, right? Get down to figuring out how to change your finances so that they're supporting you in expressing what you came here to express, expressing your light, offering the service that you came here to offer. And really focusing on how to have more fun and how to offer fun for humanity. That's a big offering, right? This is really saying how to offer community and fun for humanity. And you're all community-based, Aquarius, and this is your full moon. So lean into it, but just get a little bit more practice cycle with your finances, and doing that will allow you to free up your energy so that you can have fun again, and you're not so in your head about how am I going to make this financial either. Just get down and figure out how you're going to do it. Make a plan, make a budget, look up how to make a budget, research it, and figure it out, because you need your community and you need your fun. So please, bring it to us. So we're moving on to the Pisces. Let's see what clarifies the sacral chakra for the Pisces and what their block is to express. Clarify this sacral chakra card for me. And show me the block. Okay. All right, Pisces. Your clarification card is the Seven of Water. Need to make a decision, procrastinating, and wishful thinking. Okay. So let's relate this back to the sacral chakra. Making decisions and going for things is really part of our creative expression. And I would almost say that this is really saying that you're here to bring the wishful thinking aspect, Pisces. You're here to bring the creative, dreamy, watery element of the sacral chakra to the forefront for humanity. And allow yourself to make more decisions that are creativity based. Make more decisions that are healthy sexual action based. And that you're really here, Pisces, to exemplify that and to show the way for how to bring as a society, bring us out of this regret, wishful thinking energy and into the dreamy, making decisions energy and making them through the sacral center, listening to how that part of our body responds to the things in our lives and allowing it to be a beautiful unfolding by showing an example of what that's like. Let's see what your block says. Okay, Six of Air. It's new perspective, recovery, travel, having to change location. So your block, Pisces, is that perhaps you're not willing to see a new perspective. Perhaps you're just so stuck in your ways that you're used to not making decisions. It's comfortable for you to not make decisions, especially healthy sexual ones or ones that are serving your creative side, ones that aren't stifling you, but really allowing your creative side to speak through. And as a block, this could also be resistance to movement, resistance to changing your location or changing your career or changing something inside of you, your inner landscape. This is like new landscape, new things to see. She's packing for a trip. She's going to go explore the world. But this is your block. It's almost like you don't want to do that. You're afraid to do that. Or you're so focused on experiencing the next new thing, getting in the car and going and going and going and going and going, that you're not stopping to share with, you're not stopping enough to offer what it is that you're here to offer, because you're distracting yourself. You're running from what needs to be addressed, the decisions that need to be made, the creativity that needs to be expressed. You're actually using your travel and you're learning something new and learning something new and learning something new and getting a new landscape. So there's two different ways that I'm reading this for my Pisces, but it could be either or. And again, as you're getting messages, you guys, listen to how your body responds. Listen to what's going on in your head. Be like, oh, that's me. Oh, that's totally not me. You know, whatever it is that you're responding is fine. It's fine if your response is that's not me, because even knowing what you aren't or what doesn't resonate with you gives you a response, gives you an answer, gives you an understanding that helps you to piece things together and helps you to navigate your inner landscape and your outer world. Okay, so that is the messages for the final 4 signs of the zodiac. We are going to move on to figure out and ask, what are the first 4 signs of the zodiac here to express for humanity? What service are they here to offer? And then we're going to get more clarification. So the first 4 signs of the zodiac are Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. So we're going to ask for Aries, Taurus, Geminis, and Cancers, what service did they come here to perform at this time during the age of Aquarius for humanity? You're here to actualize the power of clear, cancel, delete. Okay. The card actually says, use only positive words and thoughts as they are rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. So the service you came here to perform for humanity is all about using the power of your words, the power of your thought, and the power of your consciousness to change the fabric of the world around you. That is a huge, huge task to come here to perform. My beautiful first 4 signs of the zodiac. You really are here to help humanity cancel the effects of the programming and the negative thinking that we've been caught in, and to change the program to positive thinking, to empowered thinking. It's not just positive thinking. I like to say empowered thinking, because when you're empowered, you are aware of your manifestation of power, and you are claiming it by choosing the vibration of what you want and focusing on it, so that those in your space are also taken to the same place that you are. So you're really here to uplift the vibration of humanity by being careful about what you say, being careful about what you speak. Think about everything like this. If it was a spell that you were casting with the words that you were saying, would you want to cast that spell on yourself? And if you wouldn't, the angels are saying, say clear, cancel, delete. And if you're not familiar with working with angels, you don't have to do it just because the card offers it up. Working with angels is really simple. If you want to work with them, just ask. That's all you need to do. If you don't want to work with them, don't ask. They won't interfere. It's pretty simple. If you really want to work deeply with angels, all you have to do is start a relationship with them. You're not going to experience an angel in any way that's going to upset or disturb your psyche. The angels know where you are. They know what you can handle. They know what you're ready to see, experience, and know, and what you're not. So, like for me, I don't experience light beings in my field talking to me and hearing their voices in my head. I more just get subtle feelings in my body, or I notice a synchronicity in the world around me, or I ask for a sign and I see it occur in my life. And that's how I interact with the angels. But everyone has a different interaction. You might hear them. You might see them. If you're ready and open and willing to do that, you can ask for that to happen, just so you know. But you can also just ask the angels, can you please clear, cancel, delete that? Or whatever being of unconditional love that you go to with guidance and support. You can ask higher self, can you do that? Or God or goddess, can you do that? Or fairy, can you do that? You ask, and they will offer up their support for you. Let's get specific for Aries. What, Aries, is the specific thing you're here to either cancel or put into the field? Okay. 2 cards came up. Let's douse and see if they both want to be read. Okay. Is this card the clarifying card? No. Is it the block? Yes. Is this card the clarifying card? Yes. Okay. Clarifying card. Leap of faith. Oh my gosh, my beautiful Aries. Yes, of course you are the leap of faith card. You are the sign that started the entire zodiac. What a leap of faith that was. Dreaming big, taking risks, leaping into the unknown, and a childlike wonder. So beautiful and wonderful, my Aries. Yes. You're really here to dream big with your words, to take risks, to jump into something new, and to do so through the power of your own creative energies. And this is also like dreaming big, but leaving room for the universe to come in and be magical with you. So it's not just dreaming big and like needing something to look a certain way. What I'm hearing for you guys, Aries, is that it's really about being very intentional when you are casting your spells. Like, let's just pretend just for this week or just for this moon cycle, just on Friday. If you want to just take Friday and just spend all Friday asking yourself, do I want to cast that spell on myself and humanity? Right? Because this is really a humanity-focused reading and your role in that. And if I could cast a spell for humanity, what would I want it to be? What dream do you have for humanity, Aries? Speak it into being. Clear, cancel, delete anything that you are saying or doing, but mostly the words that you're using, but also the thoughts that you're having, right? Check your thoughts and check your actions, because those are also creating feedback loops. So anything you put out will come back to you via the feedback loop system of the universe. It is a scientific law. And it's always working, whether you want it to or not. So be very careful the thoughts that you're putting out. What dreams do you have for humanity, Aries? You came here to dream big for humanity. You're the first sign of the zodiac. You came here to start it all. And you're offering that right now with the words that you're choosing and helping us dream big. Your block is the 4 of Fire. So your block to offering this service is domestic harmony, joy, stability, intimacy, and blessings, which all seem like really good things, right? We want that. However, it's almost as if, and I think, Aries, you got this card last. I want to say you got that card last week. Maybe it wasn't you, but it's almost as if you're so distracted by your personal life that you're not stepping into your role for what it is that you came here to offer for humanity. So it's just a little bit of honeymoon stage, starry-eyed stage. If you're already with somebody or have been with somebody for a long time, you're afraid of upsetting this energy because everything here is going so well and it's so magical and it's so perfect that you're holding yourself back because you think that if you change something, if you take a leap of faith into serving humanity by whatever dreams you have to speak into being, that somehow that this domestic harmony, joy, bliss, and stability are going to be disrupted. And the message is that this is just a block. This isn't truth, okay? And you can move past this by taking the leap of faith and by recognizing that you did come here for something and feeling that in your body and really asking yourself that question further and further and further. How it relates to this card, or it might relate to something else in your life too. We all came here with many purposes, right? And there's different aspects and different facets. And it's not just what you do, it's how you do everything that you do that's really your purpose. So keep that in mind. It's how you interact with everything that happens in your life. That's really the purpose that you came here to perform. So Aries, just know that it's not going to hurt your relationship. It's not going to disturb your domestic bliss to go for the big dreams and to start changing your thoughts and changing your words and changing your actions. It's only going to help create a beautiful, blissful world all around you. And that's going to help create a beautiful, blissful world for everyone. Because as within, so without. So as we start changing ourselves and finding peace within ourselves and finding joy and harmony and abundance within ourselves and acceptance within ourselves, we can start to see that in the world around us. So Aries, take that leap of faith. You're here to be a leaping energy of faith and let go of the things in the past that have, let go of, the negative thinking. Clear, cancel, delete the things that you've been running over and over that you didn't realize were spells that you were casting. All right, just think of it like that, just for a week for me, okay? And see what happens, what changes. All right, so the clarifying card for our Tauruses is the Knight of Air. And this is self-assurance, fearlessness, events that occur with great speed. Yes. Yeah, so there's not much more to talk about this card. It also says the quest for knowledge. So Taurus, You came here to fearlessly create the world of your dreams with the power of your word and to unlock humanity's potential to do that too, to share with humanity that they are also able to do the same thing that you're doing. You're really questing for knowledge. You're questioning for, like, where's the scientific proof of this? And there is out there scientific proof that this positive thinking does create positive experiences and negative thinking creates negative experiences. There's actual science out there if you look hard enough and know where to go. If you have questions about where to go or where to look, I can direct you into that direction. Quest for knowledge, but find your own quest too, right? It's also things happening very, very fast. So as you choose to align yourself, Taurus, with the words that you are saying and the thoughts that you are having, you are going to see things move very quickly. That is one of the gifts that you have to bring, and you are bringing it. Your block. 7 of Air. So Taurus is, you're blocked by the 7 of Air in actualizing your full potential as the Knight of Air. And the 7 of Air is all about dishonesty and deception. It's more going on than meets the eye, secrets and manipulations. So yeah, this could be self-deception. This could be deception going on outside of you, secrets and manipulations. What I'm really feeling for you is that if there is a secret that you've had or something that you've lied about, it's really holding you back from coming clean and clearing up that energy. Like you're almost, if the secrets are yours that you're keeping it, and everyone has them, and this isn't a judgment, it's just keeping you from the full expression of what you came here to be. And I want you to be able to actualize that, because your soul came here to do that, and you want to do that too. So it could be that the secrets that you're keeping are really, you're like afraid to undo them, because undoing them means they're going to have to come out. They're going to have to come into the light in order to be released. And it could be blocking you to letting go of all your negative past thinking, or all the things that you've put into the field that perhaps you didn't want to, or just didn't know better at the time, right? In retrospect, you're like, oh boy. Or this energy is going on around you, and there's this energy in your space. The negative energy is around you, coming from an outside external source, and it's blocking you from really being able to quest for the knowledge that you want. And there's some secret or something that somebody has told you, or something that you believed from the outside world, that is telling you that this isn't possible, or that this is stupid, or that it's just sugarcoating, or spiritual bypassing, or victim blaming, or whatever it is that you've been told. That's a dishonest, it's not a truth about how the world works. And if you've bought into that, it's blocking you from being able to harness the power of the clear, cancel, delete, and the power of the focusing on what it is that you are looking to manifest. So be this fearless, productive, manifest things really quickly out of thin air aspect of yourself that you can be. Find out where the dishonesty is in you or coming from outside of you, and cancel it, delete it, release it, learn from it, and let it go. Start talking yourself up into the Knight of Air. Yeah, that's the message that's coming through. Okay, Geminis, let's see what your clarifying card is. And I'm new to reading cards, guys, so thank you for being on this journey as I learn the cards, as I learn the process. Sometimes I will douse to make sure that I received the right card. As I get more and more in touch with my own process for selecting the cards, I have a few different ways that the cards will jump out to me, so sometimes I doubt myself. Self-doubt is such a thing that comes up in my life and in my space. Okay, Gemini. Your clarifying card is the 8 of Fire. Swift action, importance, many things happening all at once. So this is a fire truck going to a fire. You know, there's so many layers of things that are coordinated when emergency personnel are brought to the scene, and they are there to help us and support us. They have to take swift action. It's important that they take that action, and things are happening all at once. So Geminis, this is clarifying this energy for you. You really have the ability to not only clear, cancel, delete, but when you do, things are going to move swiftly. It's almost kind of like the Taurus energy, things happening really quickly. You are able to bring that for humanity, to manifest things happening really quickly for humanity just through being conscious of the thoughts that you are putting out there, being conscious of the spells that you are casting on yourself. Just play with that for a week for me, or just on Friday if you want to. Just take a day to really say, if I was casting a spell, if Paige might be right about the spell casting thing, what spells am I casting? And what spell do I want to cast for humanity, right? All of my first 4 signs of the zodiac, please ask yourself that question. What spell would I cast for humanity if I could cast a spell? Gemini, know that your ability that you are bringing into this manifestation energy is the ability to do it really, really quickly. You're blocked by the 2 of water. So it says a relationship that continues to grow, resolution to conflicts, soulmates, and romance. So this is a little bit like the Aries, my Geminis. And if you're not in a relationship with another person, this is your relationship to yourself. As your relationship with yourself continues to grow, as you move towards resolution of conflicts and focus on your own relationship with yourself, it's blocking you from being able to move quickly. It's hard for me to say that love or relationships could be a block, but this is how the cards fell, and so I have to take it as the message for my Geminis. So my Geminis who are reading this, it doesn't mean give up on this relationship. Like, this is awesome that this is happening in your life, whether it's with yourself or with your career or with something else. It might actually be that you're infatuated with a new career, Gemini, that is taking you away from your from what it is that you're truly here to do. So just some Geminis that might be true for, might not be true for you, but you might be seeing this career that you maybe even it's continuing to grow and develop, and you've put so much into it that you're afraid to step out of it. It's blocking you from stepping into being able to manifest things like you're a magical magician, and it's keeping you from doing what you came here to do for humanity. So is the relationship you're in aligned with what you're here to do for humanity, or is it blocking what you came here to do with humanity? Is the career that you're in blocking what you came here to do for humanity? Is your relationship with yourself, which is maybe it's continuing to grow, which is great, but are you so focused on your relationship with yourself that you've let go of focusing on how to offer that for humanity? I hope that makes sense for you, Gemini. I'm going to draw a clarifying card because I feel a little confused with that message. Wow, this card just popped right out. In authenticity. So yeah, masks, deception, being misled, ego, fear-based decisions. So the clarifying card is that I don't want to say that this new relationship which is continuing to grow is the deception, that it isn't what you're thinking it is, but your ego is somehow telling you that this thing that you think you have that is so beautiful and bright, your ego is coming in and telling you, yes, that's what we want. We want to just focus on this. We want to focus on the growth. We want to focus on ourselves. We want to build up our own sense of worth, because this thing that we have is validating us, and we're we're afraid to take off the mask and let people see this beautiful magician underneath us. You know, there's been parts of me that have been afraid to share this and afraid to share my own ceremony, my own thoughts, and my own offerings that I have to bring to humanity because I'm afraid of the world seeing my true power and potential. So just watch Gemini for where the ego might be keeping you from being your magical, beautiful manifestation goddess or god that you are. Where's the inauthenticity? And it does relate to a relationship that has already started and is continuing to grow. And it doesn't mean drop the relationship, the career, or your self-work. It just means acknowledge the ego's attachment to it and link it with your magic. Okay. And Cancers. Okay. That is your clarifying card for the clear, cancel, delete. And let's find your block. Cancers. Here's your block. I think it's that one. Is this Cancer's block? Cancer. Your clarification is nostalgia and childhood memories, the need to heal from the past, inner child healing. So, wow. You know, this really is telling me that you are here to help humanity clear to heal the inner child through the power of positive thinking and reconnecting the ability to reprogram the negative thinking that we were taught as children. The patterns that we picked up from our parents without even realizing we picked them up, the thoughts, the beliefs about how the world works. You know, even the belief that, even the belief that it's always something, right? If your parents were like, well, it's always something, like something bad happened and their response was, it's always something. That could be a belief that someone's holding on to that keeps creating that to be true in their lives. That's a negative thought pattern, right? It's not like it's a bad thing to think or the person's bad for thinking it, but it's something that creates a result that is undesirable. And so you're really here, my beautiful Cancers, to help humanity move through the energy of the wounding and the negative patterns that were installed as we were children and when we were growing up. Do you know that from 0 to 7, as beautiful, innocent beings, we are simply downloading the programs of what we are observing in the world around us, what's being said, what we are witnessing being acted out energetically between our parents, between our caregivers, between our siblings. These are just downloaded into us. We're not, our awareness isn't capable at that point, our brain isn't capable at that point of discerning whether or not it's something that's helping us. It's just us being like, oh, that's how the world works. Oh, that's how the world works. Oh, that's how the world works. Then once we're 7, then we grow into being able to discern and question and change our minds about things. But the things that are already programmed in there, especially if the child was wounded, especially if 0 to 7 you received some sort of traumatic childhood wounding, which humanity, most of us have in some degree or level, received wounding from childhood that has caused us to believe something negative about the world, believe something negative about ourselves, and it's holding us back. And Cancers, you are here to clear this for humanity. What a beautiful gift. And Cancers are the sign of the family. The priority of the sign of Cancer is family. Always family, family, family. So of course it makes sense to me that you are here to really help humanity with the child, the family programming that we came in with, and that is keeping us stuck in the same loop until we learn something new. Your block is the Knight of Fire, my Cancers. So this is searching for motivation. This is speaking to a little bit of impatience. You are adventurous and daring, but the card is cautioning you to think things through clearly. So perhaps you are so inspired to get people to get on the positive train and bandwagon that you're not waiting for opportunities. You're just kind of forcing yourself. This is something I had to learn as a healer and as someone who really just wants everyone to be living the best versions of themselves, all happily together. You're a little bit impatient. You're not waiting for the opportunity to be right, to go in and clear, cancel, delete those things. Sometimes people are still attached and not ready to hear what you have to offer them and to hear the new perspective that you have to share. And some people aren't ready to go in and touch their inner child and caress and hold and be there for their inner child. So think things through clearly before you offer what you have to offer to humanity, because it's a beautiful gift. But if you're rushing in to do it, like it's so urgent, because it really can feel so urgent right now. Like we can really get caught in that, right? Like, oh my gosh, like all the children need help. All of the adults need help. Everybody's suffering. Everybody's lost. Everybody's whatever it could feel like to you, Cancer. It might make you want to act really, really quickly. And this card is saying that that's your block. You're acting too quickly. You're not taking time before you make decisions. This is a great, what I'm hearing is really get in touch with your intuition, Cancer. Let yourself be guided by your intuition instead of your instincts. Allow yourself to hear and feel and know that you're supposed to do something before you do it. Don't just do it because you feel like you should, okay? Unless it's like super like, yes, I have to do this. But don't just do it because you're reacting to it. Don't just do it because like, oh, well, I just had to, right? Stop and think a little bit. And I feel like I'm guiding you a little bit in the wrong direction, Cancer, because yes, there are some moments where you're just like, I just had to do it. I just had to say it, and follow through on that. However, check and see if it's through impatience or through inspiration. Check and see if it's through just instinctual reacting to something, like you were hurt, and so you're like, well, you have this spell that you cast on yourself and you need to heal it, or whatever it is. Don't react. Just allow yourself to take time, be patient, wait for the opportunity to offer the healing, wait for someone to come to you, maybe even, before you offer this beautiful gift of inner child work that you are here to offer. If you don't know what any of this means, or what working with the inner child is, or you have no idea how it is that you're here to really offer this, just go to YouTube and Google inner child healing and sit with that meditation, sit with that process, sit with that experience a little bit longer, Cancer, and I think it'll start unlocking things for you as you get in touch with your own inner child. If that's not something that you've done yet, start there, and then you'll be able to guide people through that. Maybe that's the impatience. You're trying to help others before really being clear with yourself on how to do it within you, so that you can clearly guide others how to do it within themselves. All right, my first 4 signs of the zodiac. I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates. Feel free to reach out if you have questions. Okay. We are moving on to the full signs of the zodiac. So the full 4 signs of the zodiac are the middle 4 signs of the zodiac. I like to say that they're the full expression of the elements that they came here to express. The Emperor card just popped out, so I just think that's so funny. Just thought I'd share that with you. So many cards popping out. All right. Let's find out what the full 4 signs of the zodiac. So we're talking full fire, full earth, full air, and full water. This is the Leos, the Virgos, the Libras, and the Scorpios. Let's find out, what did you come here to help humanity with? What service did you 4 come here to offer for humanity during the age of Aquarius? That card flipped over as I shuffled, so let's... Ooh. So this feels very similar to the Clear, Cancel, Delete card, but here it is. It's Visualize Success. See yourself doing well in this situation. Have faith in a positive outcome. Yeah, so this is very, very similar to the clear, cancel, delete card, except it's less about undoing negative thinking and more about just really leaning into the positive thinking. And not only positive thinking, the specific guidance is using your visual. So clear, cancel, delete was more about auditory. Wow. It was more about the words that you used for the first 4. But for the full 4, we're really talking about visualizing it, seeing it happen in your mind's eye. This is an exercise that I actually will be doing for my full moon ceremony with my partner, my devoted. I am the vulnerable of the devoted and vulnerable. And we're going to be doing a live moon ceremony for the full moon in Aquarius on Friday. And what I'm going to be offering is a visualizing of the success of the age of Aquarius, because it is so important and so powerful to sit and visualize, and when you visualize, you actually feel yourself as though you're already there. So you're not just seeing it, you're also feeling it in your being as though it's true. And the power, the creative energy of that, and the results that can unfold in your life once you do that. I have seen this happen so many times in my life, you guys. I'm not just talking to hear myself talk. I'm talking from experience. I have done these visualization exercises and they have worked. A lot of times what I'll do is I won't even see the thing happen. I'll actually see beyond that. I'll see to the point of like let's say I was trying to manifest winning the lottery. I wouldn't visualize myself with a ticket winning the lottery. I'd actually go even further than that. I'd visualize and act out myself. I'd visualize myself going through a day in my life like months after I had won the lottery. What does that feel like? What does that look like? What decisions am I making? What has already been created with the money? Where have I already invested it? And how is it already? How are those things already blooming and blossoming and manifesting? That's what I would do. I'd go beyond the thing that is the event of focus, let's say, and really feel myself and the energy of it past that. So another way that I use that is like, if I'm really nervous, like if I'm driving in like a snowstorm or something, and I'm starting to get like super nervous, I don't just like see myself driving home safely. What I actually start to visualize myself in bed, reading a book, or going through my night routine, or like giving thanks when I walk through my door, or I see after the event has already happened to help strengthen the visualization of it. But let's get specific for you guys, because that's just my own interpretation of it. But you guys are here to visualize success for humanity. Please start. If you're already doing it, great. If you haven't been doing it, start. It's no time like the present, especially during this full moon in Aquarius. This is why we get readings. This is why we start listening to our higher self and getting guidance that can really help us through our lives. So, Leo, your card just popped right out, which doesn't surprise me because we're moving into Leo season soon. And the new moon in Leo is going to be happening on the Lionsgate portal. So this is, I think that's your block, Leo. This is a powerful time to be a lion and to really bring in your roar. So happy almost sun sign for the Leos, and happy, I'm looking forward to the new moon in Leo. This is the clarifier. Is this the block? Yeah, okay. Leo. Let's clarify this visualization of success. Ace of water, yes, yes. Ooh, look how beautiful that is. Can you see yourself there? Feeling the wind? Can you hear the seagulls? Can you feel the sun shining? The wet sand in your toes? So the clarifying is new love, enhanced intuition, and new home. Leos. These are all things you can visualize. These are all things that you are really here to offer. And as far as humanity goes, the enhanced intuition is really the word there that's really calling out to me. Your ability to be intuitive is such a special gift for humanity. And your ability to create new things, not just for yourself. You can create these for other people. And I feel, Leo, like you have, and maybe you haven't recognized that you have, or maybe you know, but you are able to not only create these things for yourself by visualizing success for yourself, you're able to visualize success for other people and see it happen. So I'm really hearing that you're here to visualize new love and new homes for everyone on the planet, and enhance your intuitive gifts as you do that. But you can really bring about huge change just by focusing on those two things. So that's really like the homework assignment that I'm giving you, apparently, from the angels, from the universe, from your guides. Really visualize new love and new home energy for all of humanity. See it, feel it. What would that look like? What would that feel like? And then bring it down smaller. Bring it down into your community. Bring it down to someone that you walked past on the street today. See it happening for them, and really just start to see blessings happen for people and miracles happen for people in your space. You have this amazing ability to visualize success and see it happen. Spread that to humanity. Your block to doing that is 3 of Water. Friendship, community, celebration, the need to have more fun. So, Leos, the block is that you're like maybe having a little bit too much fun, or so focused on like the party fun that the service work is getting left behind a little bit. Not a lot, and again, like this is a different energy of a block than some of the other blocks that we've seen so far. This block is really, just how to shift from the 3 of Water to the Ace of Water, how to be about the newness of bringing new things in, and how to be a little bit less focused on friendship and community building at this time, because you've already built the friends, you've already built the community, you're already having the fun. Bring your focus a little bit more to bestowing the visualizing of success for others. You're already doing it for yourself, and it's going very well. Bring it to humanity, and yeah, you're gonna shine like you always do. Okay, moving on to my Virgos. Hey Virgos, what's up? Okay, Virgos, what is your clarifying card for this visualizing success as your service to bring to humanity? Those 2 cards popped out. Is the top card the clarifying card? Is this card the block? Okay, Virgos. Your clarifying card is 8 of Fire. So this is the same card that the Geminis got. So this is a double message. You might know a Gemini in your life, Virgo, and this might mean partnership with them could really have you both take off very, very swiftly as they use their words and you use your power to visualize. You guys can really create huge, fast change for humanity. So partnering up with a Gemini at this time is really strong. If you have those 2 signs in your chart, this message for you is super huge. You have power to make things manifest quickly through your visualizations. You're here. Your clarifying card is that not only can you do this, you can do it quick and effectively. Okay, your block is the Page of Air. Oh, sorry guys. So the Page of Air is learning, communication and clarity, honesty, gaining wisdom, and gaining wisdom through a conversation. Okay. So Virgo, as a block, this is really the energy that I'm getting from this is that you need to have a conversation with somebody, and you're blocked to having it. And yeah, it's holding you back from your ability to do the thing quickly. There's wisdom for you to gain through having a conversation and through being honest about something with somebody, just sitting down and having a face-to-face conversation with them. This conversation needs to happen so that you can reclaim your power. So you can reclaim your ability to be very quick in your ability to visualize success. See this conversation happening before you even have it. If it's a conversation that you feel you could never have or it's super hard, visualize it, visualize it, visualize it, visualize it before it happens, before you even reach out to set it up with somebody, okay? And if it's not someone you can have a face-to-face conversation with, you can do journaling exercises with it. You can intend that you talk to their higher self, and you can have an experience, you can have a meditation with that where you go inward, get silent, and then call in this person's higher self that you need to have a conversation with and allow that conversation to naturally unfold within you. But the conversation needs to happen. Visualize it happening well, and it'll go well for you, okay? But you really need to be honest. This is the block. It could also be, so this is learning communication and clarity. It could also be that you think you have to know more in order to offer this to the world. You think that there's some other step needed in order for you to be this powerful visualizing magician that you are, but there's not. You don't need more communication. You don't need more clarity. You just need to go. So this is two different messages. There's two different Virgos that are going to be watching this. So at least two. So there's two different perspectives of this. You know, if there was somebody, like you thought of the name, or you knew the person immediately, or you were like, oh, no, that's uncomfortable, I don't want to do that. If you felt this block as the person that you need to have a conversation with, that's a message for you. If you were like, who could that be? I have no idea who that could be. The message is, then ask, am I stopping myself because I think I need to know more? I think I need to be more clear before I can just go out in the world and be my magical self? And then you know that that's you when you get the answer to that. Okay, Virgos. Let's move on to... Okay, Libras. Your clarifying card came out pretty clean. I think this is your block. Is this your block? Yeah. All right, Libras, let's see. Your clarifying card is the King of Water. Of course it is. Harness spiritual gifts, stability, wise, supportive action from controlled emotion and intuition rather than instinct. I was referring to these words earlier in the reading. Sorry, my fire signs. Your cards have been falling off all day today. When I do the two cards, there's a little bit lack of space, but it's okay. Everything's perfect. So, Libra, this is like a spiritual gift that you have, that you've harnessed, that you're here to harness and offer as a support, wisdom, and stability for humanity. Yeah. So, that's your clarifying card. You're the King of Water. Your block. Okay. So the block is happiness, joy, confidence. The sun is the block. Oh, man. Bright ideas that lead to success, optimism. Okay, which is a great card when it's not a block card. They're all great cards regardless. But okay, so this is your block. It was... Okay, so this is the block, is that you are, sorry, I'm getting distracted by things going on in my sphere. Maybe you're not optimistic enough. That's really the word that's coming through here is you're not optimistic enough. You really don't think that you have this ability. You don't see yourself as the king that you are. You're blocked to ideas coming through for you and what it is that you're here to offer. And yeah, I'm just going to grab a clarifier card of this. So let's just kind of clarify this block for Libra. Okay, clarify this block for Libra. What's the clarifying card here, Libra? I'm so struggling right now. Libra, stop. What's the clarifying of the Sun card? Okay. Legal issues, cause and effect, karmatic balancing. Okay. So this is your block, Libras. You're caught up in your pessimism about whether or not karma is going to serve you, and whether it's going to play out the way that you think it should play out. You're not optimistic about the karma, and that is blocking you. That's really the energy that I'm getting here. You're not, perhaps it's even the justice system that you're not optimistic about. So you're not able to visualize success because you're not able to see the bright sun through this justice not being served. Like, it's like justice is your thing, Libra. You want to see justice, and when you don't see justice, it can make you into a pessimist. It can make you give up your own abilities to visualize success, your own power to harness the gifts of the universe, your spiritual wisdom, and offer that to humanity. It can make you a little bit jaded, and that's what's coming through, is that you're a little bit jaded about believing in yourself and your abilities and in the system, and in the powers of cause and effect to really help you right this, and it's keeping you from accessing your abilities and offering them to humanity. That's the message that I got for you there. Okay, last but not least, we're going to read for the Scorpios. So what is your clarifying card? That is your clarifying card, Scorpio. And what is your block? Okay. Is it this top card? Is it the card that I saw? Yeah. I was like, wait, I saw that card. I felt resonant. Okay. Your clarifying card is 5 of Fire. Okay, so the card actually says, let me see if I can get to focus. It says competition, rivalry, disagreements, and conflict. Okay, so this is a clarification to visualizing success. So what this is saying is that, my beautiful Scorpios, you're actually very able to visualize success in conflict situations. And again, this is something that really is needed by humanity right now to help us move forward, is the ability of some of us to be able to see through the conflict. Where's the win-win? Scorpios, you're able to see the win-win. You are deep divers. You have dove so deep that you really can bring up some beautiful pearls of wisdom from deep and down below, and that is your gift here, is to help visualize success and to use your deep inner knowing to move through conflict into success and really visualize it and see it to it. But your block is the 2 of Air. So the 2 of Air is unwilling to make a decision, pretending there is no problem, and denial. Okay, so your block is that you're unwilling to believe in yourself. You're unwilling to make a decision. You're unwilling to step into the conflict and help resolve it. You're unwilling to see it resolve in a positive way. You're denying the positive. You're denying the resolution. Why you might be denying that is you might not think it's possible. You might be attached to the conflict and be so used to it that you are in denial of your resistance to it healing. But you can visualize the success, and you're unwilling to step into your powerful self. And you're in a little bit of denial about your power, and that's okay. We all get insecure at times. We all are doubting ourselves at some times, but Scorpio, that's really what's holding you back, is you're not making decisions. You're just unable to because you're paralyzed for some reason, and you're in denial about what it is that needs to be looked at, right? She has her hair over her eyes. She's like blinding herself. She's something she just doesn't want to see. Probably has to do with conflict energy. But not only can you see it, but you can see through it, right? Her eyes are closed and you're supposed to be here visualizing success. She can't visualize success through her hair. She can't do it. She has to see the success come, right? And of course, when you visualize, you can see with your mind's eye. You can visualize with your eyes closed, yes. But the energy of the eyes themselves, are that your inner eye is also blinded, right? With this denial, as her outer eyes are blinded with her hair, okay? So that is you. That is your block, and you can move through it. Just be willing to see what it is that you don't want to see. Be willing to take off your own blindfold, okay? Scorpio, you can do it. You are able to visualize success, and you're able to resolve conflicts. So all the conflicts that you're seeing in the world around you that like are really hurting your heart right now, you're in denial about your own ability and your own offerings that you have to help humanity through those conflicts. You can do it. You're just in denial that you can. So there you go. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me for this reading. Sorry about the weather at the beginning for my final signs of the zodiac. Hope that was able to come through. I will be doing a reading for the quarter moon next week. I will be doing the full moon in Aquarius ceremony on Friday. It'll go live at 6 p.m. from the Devoted and Vulnerable page. And so feel free to join us there. Donations are always welcome, but not required to have access to it virtually. So thanks so much for being here. I will release the element of water with grace and gratitude. I release the element of earth with humility and respect. I release the element of air with love and honor. And I release the element of fire with joy. Joy. Joy is all I got. As always, Namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.